Song 245 is an old ballad called Geordie, or Georgie in some versions, and it was originally a Scottish ballad. There are many, many English versions, and this particular one I learned from Martin Carthy. Now as I rode out over London Bridge on a misty morning early, I overheard a fair pretty maid a cry for the life of her Geordie. Go bridle me a milk-white steed, bridle me a pony. I'll ride down to London town, and I'll plead for the life of my Geordie. For he never stole ass, he never stole ox, he never murdered any. He stole 16 of the king's wild deer, he sold them in Bohenny. But when she rode down and in the king's hall, there were lords and ladies plenty. Down on her bended knee she fell, and she begged for the life of her Geordie, crying, 6 pretty babes I had by him, another one lies in my body. Freely I'd part with each one of them, if you'll give me the life of my Geordie. For he never stole ass, he never stole ox, he never murdered any. He stole 16 of the king's wild deer, he sold them in Bohenny. But the judge looked over his left shoulder, he cries, I'm sorry for thee. Me pretty fair maid, you've come too late, for he's been condemned already. Oh, my Geordie shall hang in a chain of gold, such chains as never were any. Because he comes of royal blood, and he courted a fine young lady. Oh, he never stole ass, he never stole ox, he never murdered any. He stole 16 of the king's wild deer, he sold them in Bohenny. Oh, I wish I had you in yonder grove, where times I have been many. With my broadsword and my pistol too, I'd fight you for the life of my Geordie. For he never stole ass, he never stole ox, he never murdered any. He stole 16 of the king's wild deer, he sold them in Bohenny.